What's up, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com. Back with the process quite a few hours after I would have liked to get this up, but fight got in a little late last night, and I was exhausted this morning. I could not have done this 4 hours ago, so it's coming out a little late. That's okay. It's going to be a quick one for today. A couple things that we want to look at, and then we'll move it forward. But first, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Then go sign up at PrizePicks using the promo code Awesemo, AWESEMO. Get yourself a $100 instant match deposit bonus, which means if you put in 100, they will match it with another 100. Don't leave free money on the table. You guys should take advantage of every single one of these deals. Even if it ends up being a spot where you're not really happy to be there, you're still getting free money. You should take advantage of all aspects of life where you get free money. So do that. Use the promo code Awesemo. Click the link in the description to get you there. We're going to kick it off first with a shout out to my co-host on a lot of shows, Adam, Ship My Money Scherer, taking down the MMA final. He and I went to this event with him in Dallas this past weekend, and he was able to pick up the W. Still has to play a head-to-head. So it was 100K to first. I have the contest up on the screen right now. I can make that a little bit bigger too, I guess. So it was 100K to first. And he did, in fact, chop. It was the only lineup that was duped. So it was 75K a piece for each of these guys. And then there's also a Tournament of Champions final entry ticket as well, which is priced out at about 80K. So Mr. Pointman and Adam are going to have to play a head-to-head for that Tournament of Champions ticket. That is a massive head-to-head. So really pumped for Adam here, but this was a fun sweat. For the most part, we knew that he was good to go heading into the main event. He sort of just needed to dodge like really outlandishly crazy outcomes. And when we got to the Nunes fight, it would have taken Pena basically dropping Amanda 3 times in the first minute in order for him to have not gotten it. That did not happen. So it wasn't like a really difficult sweat for him at all. Once Pavlovich knocked out Derek Lewis, Adam was looking fantastic to win this contest. So it was really fun to be at the event. It was awesome to see Adam take down the final. Just a great time all around. Shouts to DraftKings for that one. I did, in fact, get into the big main GPP while we were there. Got to have something to sweat. So this was the 800K UFC 277 special, 200K up top. Just a brutal beating in this one. But I wanted to highlight one important factor here. Chalk was good, and that was not a good thing for the 150 maxers. There were 83 150 max players in the big GPP for the UFC this past Saturday. One made a profit, and that was $170 of profit coming back on $37.50 or something like that. I think, yeah, $37.50 was the total entry fee. Only one actually made any money. I took a beating near the bottom, but everybody is near the bottom. You know, we're talking about 60 people, 2K down or more. That's all the same. It's all just a complete beating. I'm very happy with most of my exposures. I didn't hate too much of what I put together. Might have been a bit too far contrarian. I ended up with, I believe, 53 unduped lineups. And I did have one live. If I pull this up right now, I could double check that, but I think it was 53. The most I only had 2 lineups duped more than 10 times. 50. Wow, I was actually right. 53 lineups that were not duped, 54 that only had 1 dupe, and then another 21 that had 2 dupes. One of these lineups was very live heading into the Derek Lewis fight. If the final 3 fights went Lewis win, Moreno win, Pena win, I was looking like the more likely outcome for chopping this with 2 other people. Unfortunately, Derek Lewis got knocked out almost immediately, which was pretty annoying. But that one was live using some of the... didn't mean to hit back there. Using some of the tools that are out there, I was able to see the EV on the lineup as it was going on. And I was happy, but Derek Lewis just did not get it done. I did not have a lot of Michael Morales. I did not have a lot of Sergey Pavlovich, and that ended up being the true problem for me. I was a little bit heavier on Derek Lewis. So I was hoping for a fun sweat, maybe get something good while I was there. Didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, but didn't work out the way that I wanted it to for any 150 maxers in this event, because it was just an absolute bloodbath. Would not have taken much for That's Cold 33 to just simply slip behind that mark. You ended up getting the 9th. If that lineup drops like one extra spot, we probably see a scenario where 83 people all lose money in the big contest. Just a truly uncomfortable beating. You just need a little bit more at the bottom. The real issue was nobody low owned hung a big score. Jocelyn Edwards ended up being optimal, I believe, at 8,300 with an 82, but we didn't have anything fantastic from a low salary fighter. First person to go over 100 fantasy points, and Hamdi was just shy of it at 7,700, but you got Nagura Manu, or however the hell you say that, went to 111, but he ended up being a favorite in this fight by the time we got to lock. So it was more of the salary was just sort of wrong in comparison to the odds, but we just didn't get any of those low level knockouts. And I was heavy on a lot of the lower probability fighters, as you can see. I'll scroll down here, but 2x the field on Blood Diamond. I was pretty heavy on Hamdi, but I was able to avoid some of the real bagels like Anthony Smith or Alex Perez. In this case, I was just neutral to the field. But the big problem for me, Drakkar Klose was not very good. I had him in 50% of lineups. I love the ownership. Like, if that breaks just a slightly different way, it changes my day pretty considerably. But the big problem for me was Derek Lewis, 38% owned, and just didn't get it done. So that was MMA for this weekend. Again, shout out to Adam for winning the final. Just absolutely awesome to see. Now I'm going to take a look at baseball contest for today. And I didn't pull everything for basically two main reasons. One, we look at baseball contests every day, and we know what they are at this point. So I did want to highlight that DraftKings is running a single entry series for the week. You can get into a $5.55 single entry, a $44, or a $222. The points that you accrue throughout the week will add up, and then there are additional prizes for how you finish. So if you're in the 555 and you have the best week here, you get an extra $500. It's $1,000 for the 44, and it's $3K for the 222. I pulled all of these. I entered the 555. We're back to just grinding baseball for $100 a day, hoping that we can turn this into a little bit of a bankroll builder. But I did get into the 555, and I do have the breakdown here for these contests, and honestly, they all look basically the same. They're all paying out about 33% of their prize pool to the top 1% of entries. You do pay significantly less rake getting into the 222 than you do getting into the 555, but they're pretty reasonable sized contests as well. Just 4,200 entries for the toy bat. The wood bat is 1,300 entries, and then you get the aluminum bat at 750. I think it's safe to say that if you do have the 222, the aluminum bat is going to be your best option. I don't love the general payout structure for the contest. That does run pretty low for this type of contest. However, to get that reduced rake by 5% really does look good. I would say personally, I would rather get in the toy bat than the wood bat, but it's not much of a difference. This is basically the same payout structures. You do save a little bit of extra rake. But if you wanted to get into these contests, this is the only thing that exists today that is different than it normally is, if you know what I mean. The rest of these contests, if I just pull it up on the screen quickly to show everybody, it's what we normally see. So, the relay throw is going to be your best option, as it normally is. We know that that's generally the best payout structure you're going to find. You do have a 40K $1 mini max. That is a nice prize pool for it. Sometimes, when it gets to 50, it's a little bit better, but the four seamer looks good. These contests are all still available to be entered, but grab an old MLB video and check them out if you want to see where we stand for today. But it just didn't feel like the right day to highlight this kind of stuff. So I did want to show those wood bat, whatever, wood bat, toy bat, aluminum bat contest, since they are running that sort of single entry series for the week. So I'm in the mini max and I'm in that low dollar single entry. We'll check out those results tomorrow, and then we'll go over some PGA contests for this coming Thursday. That's all I got, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Oh, not that anybody cares, but I did hit Finau in 1 and done this week, so slowly climbing those leaderboards. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, all that good stuff. Go sign up at PrizePicks using the promo code Awesemo, and then come check me out tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow, I'll be able to get a real night's sleep. We can take a look at those PGA contests and the MMA results. Watch live before lock tonight. I'll be on 6 to 7. Peace.